One hell of an accident behind me there. And look at all that backup. Indianapolis, Indiana, inbound. Good afternoon, all you friendly people in YouTube land. Fastest I've moved all day. See, right there? See on the gauge? That's how fast we're moving. Gotta love rush hour. I thought I was gonna miss it. It's 7:16 at night, local Nashville, Tennessee time. There's Nashville right over there. And I didn't miss it. So I don't know, I hope I'm not in the traffic for much longer. Dang it, I knew I should have hung out for another hour. And the best part is my load goes to Atlanta, but it doesn't deliver till 9 o'clock tomorrow, so I could have spent rush hour at McDonald's someplace for an hour or two, instead of in the van wasting fuel like this, moving half an inch at a time. When I was traveling around on my own dime, I had all the time in the world. That's what I did all the time. I just went to McDonald's or someplace else, or Walmart or wherever, and hung out for a couple hours. Got back on the road 7:30, 8 o'clock at night, and missed rush hour. Well, in the evening rush hours, anyway. But now that I'm expediting, sometimes, today I could have done that too and been flexible like that, just like I was back in the day, but most of the time, you get on the road and you just sit in rush hour traffic, and then if it makes you late, it makes you late, and you call in dispatch and say, I'm in rush, traffic. Hell no, maybe back at wherever the hell you're going to be at, and your expected actual pickup time is going to be pushed back too, and then you just sit in traffic and wait, and they pay you the fuel to do it. But a lot of times you try to avoid this. Hopefully we'll get going. It hasn't been doing too bad. We made a mile in 10 minutes or something, so it's not too bad. But anyway, boring rush hour. Just thought I'd put in another clip about the joys of expediting. I don't mind it, I guess. It's just the stop and go kind of thing sucks. Something to get used to. Something I expected, but not one of the best parts of the job. But then there's other nights, like the other night, going up the Kentucky back roads again, coming back the other way during nice weather. Beautiful sunset, man. Just beautiful road I was driving on. I should have taken a video of it. I would have thought about it, but I didn't think to do it. You see all sorts of good stuff out on the road, and then you see some bad stuff too, like an accident the other day, and etc. But all the joys of a day in a life. Get your next flip. Right there at dark, the construction crew gave up on the interstate and opened up the lanes and let us finally get out of that last rush hour. Not 15 minutes later, down the road, we have an accident from two people flying down the interstate faster than hell, trying to make up time for what they were packed in there, waiting on construction. So some days it makes me wonder why you'd even have construction. They should devise a way to totally shut down the road and divert traffic someplace else so the traffic can flow decently fast to where they need to go-ish, around detours, instead of narrowing it down to one lane traffic and backing up traffic for, I don't know what that was, 2 hours or something. Doesn't make sense. Just makes people impatient. And now we've got, must be one hell of an accident. There's so far 6 different cops, two fire trucks, and 3 ambulances, and a tow truck went by. So it must have been one hell of an accident up here further. But this is my night, trying to get down to Georgia from Nashville, Tennessee. I've been coming all the way down from Indianapolis, Indiana. It's a good thing I have a load that doesn't drop off till 9 in the morning. Hopefully I'm not on the road till 9 in the morning. That would suck ass. But anyway, get your next flip. Yep, I sure am getting to see lots and lots of back roads in Georgia and all over Indiana and so on, and all the states in between that I would have never got to see had I not taken into working for Expediting. Because I would have just had no reason to drive down these back roads unless I was going from one city kind of destination to another. But now that I'm driving loads to these areas that require taking back roads in between their states every now and then to cut off, I'd probably cut off 150 miles easily this morning by taking this back road in between these 2 interstates in Georgia. I'm about to get back on the interstate in Augusta, Georgia, here in 15 miles, and then I have another 15 miles to Groovetown, Georgia, where I'm dropping off at John Deere today. But I just wanted to see, to show you some of the scenery that I could look at on this back road in Georgia that I would have never been on had it not been for expediting. So going into work expediting is paying off in that it's doing exactly what I wanted, taking me to places that I just would never have done on my own. You know, there's no reason at all why I would be taking this particular back road in between these two interstates, going down through Georgia, you know, headed to Florida, wherever I'd be headed if I was off just doing something for myself. I would have been taking the interstate around because I had plenty of time to do so. But being that I'm on these loads every day and they require you to take these back roads every now and then just to be shorter, anything you can do to keep your fuel costs down. By the way, that van was for sale. Anything you can do to get keep your fuel costs down and keep all your expenses down while you're in business for yourself, and expediting helps out big time. But this is some pretty scenery, 55 mile an hour. I'll be on it for a little while. Just thought I'd show you all those cherries back there in that plant, in that field. And now it changed into more trees and somewhat hill type of terrain. I got to go through some rain this morning, going into Georgia and on down. Get to see all sorts of different things when you're out expediting. I'm liking my job so far. See you on the next flip.